To know that everything that we will ever go through here on earth, Jesus Christ has tasted it first. When Jesus was on the cross and he said, "Father, why have you forsaken me?" It's because God actually forsook him. It's not just words, but God Almighty stepped out of Jesus and forsook him. So Jesus Christ, all his life, has displayed to us how it looks like to be able to trust God, even when we don't feel him, even when circumstances around us suggest that he's not there and he can't hear us. You know, we hear Jesus Christ in the book of Psalm 22, even going through all that he was going through in that hour. He declares that I will praise you. He begins to say about how the fathers of old trusted in God and how he was going to trust God too. Jesus Christ, through his life, has displayed to us how it looks like to trust God, even when we don't feel he's there, even when people ridicule you, to trust God in the face of people mocking you, saying, "Oh, he trusted in God. Why can't he deliver him? He trusted in God. Why is he here in hell?" You can imagine how it was like when Jesus Christ was in hell and he was surrounded by these principalities, Satan and his gang surrounding him. And Jesus is there and waiting for the instructions from God. God Almighty had forsaken Jesus from the point of the cross, and Jesus Christ had to just trust, and he had to follow his book of destiny. He had to follow the roadmap that God Almighty had shown to him. So Jesus Christ, at this point, he's just walking by faith. He's just trusting that, I will follow this book of destiny. This is a God who was with me from day one. He said in Psalm 22, from my mother's womb, I was cast into your hands. So Jesus Christ knows that this God, though it feels like he's not there, but he knows that there's no one to trust. He is trustworthy. There's no way he can turn away from this God. So whenever he shows up, he knows that he will show up. He doesn't know, he may not have an idea at what hour. So Jesus Christ is following the roadmap. He leaves the cross and he's buried and he's stabbed into Abraham's bosom. He leaves the thief that he met over there on the cross. And when he had done that, he preached to the people in Abraham's bosom, the saints of old. He preached to them and then he went ahead to hell. He is on his own. He's following his roadmap. He's following his book of destiny. And even in hell, he's sitting there waiting for an instruction from God Almighty. And God shows up on the third day. On the third day, God Almighty shows up and the game changes in hell. He displayed to us how we can trust God and how we can really and truly rely on God, because He is a trustworthy God. If you ever feel like God Almighty has forsaken you, just remember Jesus Christ. He had to decide to trust God regardless. To trust that, yes, I know that He has forsaken me. I know that He has left me, But I believe that He would show up at some point. I'm just going to trust Him. I'm just going to walk by faith and believe that perhaps He has gone ahead of me and He's waiting for me over there. So today, if you feel like God is not listening, or you feel like God is not hearing, maybe you just need a few more days, maybe you just need 2 or 3 more days, and God Almighty will show up, because He is forever faithful. He's committed to His children. He's committed to us and our well-being. He created us. He's God of integrity. He's not just going to leave you to fend for yourself. He's your protector. He's your provider, whether you see it or not. He's your healer, whether you see it now or not. He's the resurrection power that resurrects everything that looks dead in your life. So today, put your trust in Him again, trust Him again, and He will remain faithful. He will show up at some point.
I worship You. To Him who sits on the throne, who dwells between